On this week's broadcast, what the new iPhone means to the future of your business, mobile check deposit comes to one of the top custodians, another document collaboration and e-signature partnership, and more. So get ready, Bits and Bytes begins now. This week's episode of Bits and Bytes is brought to you by Total Rebalance Expert, the industry's largest privately owned portfolio rebalancing software provider. Designed by well-known CPA Cheryl Rolling, TRX features tax-efficient rebalancing, an easy-to-use interface, and more, all at an affordable price. To learn how you can gain a $500,000 return on your technology investment, download the latest white paper by visiting fppad.com/TRX. No technology broadcast would be complete without mentioning this week's announcements from Apple on the new iPhone 5S and 5C. Nearly 1 out of every 2 advisors already use the iPhone for personal and business activity, and few will argue that the capabilities of all smartphones, even Android, Windows Phone, and BlackBerry, can really boost an advisor's efficiency. So if you're considering an upgrade to your iPhone, or even a switch from the other manufacturers, here are the 3 most important updates you need to know. First, the iPhone 5S features a new Touch ID sensor to unlock your phone using only your fingerprint, further enhancing the device's security to prevent unauthorized access. Second, the iPhone 5S comes with iOS 7, the latest version of Apple's mobile operating system, with hundreds of new features. Of most relevance to you is the new AirDrop feature, allowing you to share photos, contacts, and most importantly, documents directly over Wi-Fi using a secure connection. Now, AirDrop only works with iPhone 5 and the latest versions of the iPad and iPod Touch, so you may need a backup plan when you want to share documents with clients who have older Apple devices. And third, any new purchase of an iOS device comes with the iWork apps for free, including Pages, Numbers, Keynote, and iMovie, saving you roughly $40, but also giving you the native apps you need to edit Office documents every day. But no matter what phone you currently use, manufacturers keep trying to one-up each other with new software and hardware features, and Apple is no different than the rest. One downside to all this innovation, it does put pressure on your technology budget when trying to keep up with all the new options out there. And in other mobile device news, mobile check deposit is now coming to one of the top institutional custodians to independent advisors. In Bits and Bytes for August 30th, you learned that LPL Financial rolled out remote check deposit to their iOS and Android apps. Not to be outdone, Fidelity Investments announced this week that it too will allow advisors to deposit client checks into their accounts using the company's Wealth Central mobile app. Now, advisors can't just download the latest version of the app and start deposits right away, as there is an enrollment process that Fidelity requires. For the details on how to get signed up, visit fppad.com/106 for this week's show notes. Next up is news on a partnership between leading providers of document collaboration and e-signature software. This week, ShareFile, part of the Citrix family of collaboration tools, announced that it completed an integration with RightSignature, another contender in the e-signature space. I bet you were expecting DocuSign, weren't you, since I've mentioned them in almost every Bits and Bytes episode to date. But advisors using ShareFile now have the ability to route documents stored in ShareFile directly to RightSignature to obtain client signatures. But not all the financial institutions accept signatures from RightSignature. So if you're a ShareFile user, you might need to challenge your custodian to pursue a relationship with RightSignature so you have options when it comes to obtaining client signatures. There's a video walkthrough available of the ShareFile RightSignature integration, so to watch it, just visit fppad.com/106 for the link. Finally, you should know what Josh Brown is up to. Josh who, you might ask? He's the former broker turned fee-only advisor and author of Backstage Wall Street, which Brown says is the book they don't want you to read. So what does Josh Brown have to do with technology? I'm glad you asked. He's a prime example of how social media and transparency through technology can literally throw gasoline on a smoldering fire and ultimately transform your business to an enviable growth engine. On his website this week, Josh announced that he has to go away for a while to work on a handful of major projects. But with his social media presence and visibility as a fee-only advisor, it's worth your time to put Josh on your radar if you haven't done so already. Get the link to Josh's update, as well as all the links to this week's stories at fppad.com/106. Remember, Bits and Bytes wouldn't exist without the support of our partners, so visit Total Rebalance Expert to learn how their popular rebalancing software can create a return on investment of $500,000 for your business. Visit fppad.com/TRX to get more information. Bits and Bytes will take another break next week, but be sure to sign up at fppad.com/subscribe right now to get the next broadcast delivered to your email inbox in 2 weeks. Have something to say? Contact me on Twitter at Bill Winterberg or search for me on Google+. For FPPad.com, I'm Bill Winterberg. See you next time. For personal and business activity, and a few will argue, it too will allow advisors to deposit collect the book that they don't want you to read. Bad air quotes. Be sure to subscribe, please. I beg you.